everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Christina and I am a third-year homeschooling mom. This year I'm going to be homeschooling a second grader and an eighth grader. Now our family has 3 other kids, but these are the only 2 that are going to be homeschooled for the 2025-2026 school year. These are our curriculum picks for our second grade. I want to share first what my son is most excited about, and that is his science. We are going to be doing BookShark Science, and I actually thought he was going to homeschool last year, so I bought this for him to use last year, but he ended up going to school. But this is for 5 to 7-year-olds, and he still fits that age, so Mama's gonna get it done, okay? So this seems like a really cool program. So how it's set up, every week you get a schedule, which is followed by a daily breakdown. And look how short these are. So it's like day 1, day 2, day 3, and day 4. And it's set up as a 4-day a week. And it tells you what to read, what to do, what to say, which is awesome. And then every week you do an experiment, which comes with this giant experiment book. And these look like really cool projects. Like, how do clouds form? Yeah, I don't know. But it really breaks it down, right? And then we track, I do know a lot of science, okay? I don't want to sound like I'm an idiot. I didn't know that question. Okay, so then we track the weather. There's weather trackers. There's things in here about camouflage. Why do storms cause damage? You know, things like that, like relevant things that I'm like, oh, that's so good. We need to know these things. And then it comes with weekly activity sheets that, you know, there's cutting, there's gluing, there's experiments, and it came with a big old experiment box, which I don't want to show. But BookShark, as I'm sure most people are aware, is a literature-based company, and so it came with all kinds of books about science. So we're going to be reading Forces Make Things Move, The Magic School Bus, Science, From Seed to Plant by Gail Gibbons, Why Do Elephants Need the Sun, and finally, this whole set of books from Usborne. We have weather, we have ants, we have rainforests, we have reptiles, and we have bees and wasps. So that's gonna be fun. I'm excited for that. He's excited for that because he loves experiments. I don't know, kids like to just do things, you know? So next thing I'm excited about is our Spanish. We're gonna be doing Sing Song Spanish, book 1. And this was on clearance. I forget where I bought it from, but I think it's on clearance because it's so old school. It comes with a CD. Now, I am a child of the 90s. I was born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s. I'm all about CDs, but that's so old. I don't have a CD player anymore, but my parents do, and they're gonna lend us theirs. So, and then we have the teacher manual. So for all you older mamas out there, I don't even want to consider myself an older mom, but I do know all about CDs and burning them and scratching them and So if you can relate and you want to do Spanish and you want to sing, that's for you. Anyways, and then I bought the set of these Spanish amigo cards. So these are just sies, right? And then you match it, repeat, verde, all the things, the words, and you just match them in English, right? Siéntate, whatever. So that's going to be fun. I think that's going to be fun. I like Spanish. He likes Spanish. His sister, she homeschooled last year. She did not like Spanish. She hated Spanish. Speaking of his sister, years ago, she was really struggling in school, and I thought I was going to take her out and homeschool her, but we ended up just letting her stick out the year. But what I bought for her at the time was from the Good and the Beautiful Math. These were on clearance because they were getting the new beautiful math. This is the old beautiful math. And so I kept it. And look, I'm so glad they redid it because look how big this is. And this is just book 2. There's book 1, which is even bigger. And it comes with a box. And it's just a lot. Anyway, see, I already tore apart book 2 because I have his weekly binder kind of stuff that I'm already putting stuff together. So anyway, so we're gonna be doing old, good and beautiful math. We are gonna be using a program called Timberdoodle. And this is an online store where you can buy different kits for each grade. They have like so many. You can buy the religious kit, you can buy the non-religious kit, you can buy the basic kit, you can buy the $1,400 kit. So what I did was I went to their second grade, I bought the handbook so I have access to their online scheduler, which is kind of like their big, it's what they're known for, I guess. So I bought this, and then I just bought pieces from each kit. I got on Rainbow Resource, they were clearancing out their spelling UC level C, and I was like, oh, that's in the Timberdoodle kit, I need that. So again, I don't want to spend all this time talking about it, but like you highlight all these different, I don't know, what are they called? Chunks. You highlight your word chunks and then you write them out, and then you write a little bit of the thing each day, and then at the end of the week, you dictate to the child and they're supposed to spell all the words correctly and spot on, and by the end of the year, they're supposed to be like really good spellers. So I bought the whole thing, the one with the not the crayons, the colored pencils that erase and the thing, and it came in a whole package. Very excited. So another part of the Timberdoodle Language Arts is the daily writing. I bought this on a different website too, not the Timberdoodle website, because this was so cheap. I got it for like $4 or something. But this is set up the same way as the spelling, kind of like daily. You have a little lesson you give the child, and then they go to the page and they do the writing page. So like there's an example of one day. We're not done, we got more. So for phonics, this is from Timberdoodle. This is all about reading level 3. This is the one they recommend for second grade. It comes with all of these cards. It comes with these 2 readers, Reader 1 and Reader 2. The teacher book where it just, breaks down everything. And then we have the student worksheets. Again, I'm starting to tear these out. I don't know, like, are we as the parents supposed to cut all that up, or is the kid supposed to cut all that up? I don't know. I used level 1 with him in kindergarten, and he would take so long cutting that the time he got, through cutting, he forgot what we were doing. He was like, okay, what was the word? And I'm like, oh my God. And then we couldn't find the glue and everything. So this year we're going to be on it. We're going to be like, we're gluing these. We're got the stapler ready to go, all the things. Next, oh no, one more thing for language arts. We have more writing, 2 more things. This I bought at Barnes & Noble last year, thinking he was going to homeschool, like I think I said. So anyway, this is the level 1, but it's fine. Writing and completing sentences. Yeah, he can still do that in second grade. That's not a problem. So this is just an extra. And then this I bought for his older brother, cursive, but he never used it. And my son, my second grader, who went to a private school last year, they used Abeka, and Abeka does cursive in first grade. So he's got beautiful handwriting. He's got better handwriting than like anyone else in the house. And that's not even like a joke. That's for real. Okay, so that's most of language arts. Now, I wanted to include reading, not like learn to read programs, but like reading like books kind of programs. So I bought 2. So the first semester, we're gonna do Rabbit Trails Through Literature. This is volume 4. I bought this last year for my daughter who was in 4th grade, and she did some of them. This program is supposed to be for any elementary age. I wouldn't recommend it for 4th grade, but it was fine to take a break from like her other language arts and like do some of these projects. So how this works is there are 16 books in here that they recommend, or not that they recommend, but that they use in the program. And then every week, like here's the spider and the fly. Here's a lesson. They have a Bible verse, and then, I don't know, something that was never very useful. And then there's like a project. Now they say this takes 2 weeks to complete. Okay, hang on. Let me look for the book. Okay, I found it. So like, here's the first one, like the spider and the fly. Now this is a great story, but I kind of feel like the purpose of this program is called Rabbit Trails, and it's supposed to lead your kid into more curiosity and want to learn more. My daughter was never interested in like going further. Like we read the spider and the fly, and it's not like, oh great mom, now I want to learn all about flies. Like we never had that. There's the fly. I hate flies, but they really made her look good in this book. Like if you're ever going to read about a fly, you know, God, you're like outside in a picnic and, you know, there's that like fly or one gets in your house, you know, you're just like, ugh. Okay, next. So we're going to do that the first semester, which is like picture books. In the second semester, I bought 3 of these from Brave Writer, these darts. I bought Charlotte's Web. I thought I printed them all out. I bought Mr. Popper's Penguins, and I also bought The House on Pooh Corner. But I don't know where that one went, so I gotta look for it. So anyway, so I only bought 3 because 1, we may not like it, 2, we just may not get to it, or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to buy. I did watch, what's her name, Julie Bogart. She did a online book reveal party, and I did watch that for the little kids. She was sitting there and she had all this like confetti she was throwing around and stuff. It was really fun. If you're ever gonna watch an online book party hosted by a really cool grandma, she's your girl. Okay, wrapping things up, I hope. Social studies. We are gonna be using daily geography practice from Evan Moor. This is 3rd grade. Why I got 3rd grade, I don't know, but it's fine. So same thing, beginning of the week, you get like what to do. And then every day after you get some like practice, you know, of geography. It's mostly mapping. And some of the questions are like, name the 3 Great Lakes, you know, so then your kids got to go back to the map and look for the 3 Great Lakes and write them down. So that's one thing. And the second thing, I thought he was going to homeschool last year, like I said, with his writing. So I got some like 1st grade stuff. Is this one. But this was also listed on Timberdoodle under 2nd grade. Like they can still use this. And I was like, okay, cool. And this takes you around the world. So look, on a junk to China. Look at that. How fun. How fun is that? Like I would love to take a junk to China. And then like, here's like a moose, right? That's obviously North America. What else they got in here? Anyway, look, little cowgirl, right? Going a little west, going a little Texas. I like it. Mountains. Okay, that's in South America. Anyway, so this is around the world. So this takes you around the world with geography. Also on Timberdoodle, this was, okay, I should have said this with math. They have this listed under math, and I'm not sure why. This is like a giant coloring book. It's called Mystery Mosaics. And every week he colors half of one of these babies. But look how small, I mean, can you even see how small those are? And look how they turn out on the back. Like that looks so cool. Anyway, and it's like color by numbers. So that's gonna be fun. So for art, this is art. So we have this me book. This is from Timberdoodle. Have I been saying what's from Timberdoodle? I don't know if I have, but this one is from Timberdoodle. So it's like every week he gets to do, I think 2 of these, or maybe it's just 1, where he gets to write about himself and color and stuff. And then by the end of the year, he's got like his own yearbook. And then I got him this one, which is from Timberdoodle, and this is part of their 2nd grade. This is like step-by-step learning to draw kind of stuff. And I love how even like art is scheduled into their schedule, like week, so they get, I should do a video. I don't have time to do a video on that, but if you're interested, go find a video where somebody talks about that, because it is really, really good. The scheduler. Okay, so this was back to language arts. I missed this. This is word fun. This is from Timberdoodle, and this teaches you the parts of speech. So you do like a noun. I think it does like every month or every week or something. You read a part of speech. You read about a part of speech, and then it gives you the story where whatever that part of speech is, gray. Okay, so these must be adjectives. So gray, gigantic, sparkling, you know, to kind of show you where in a sentence that type of word is. Okay, what am I missing? Oh, okay, one last thing for Timberdoodle, for 2nd grade curriculum. Here we go, hold on. So one thing I really liked about Timberdoodle was their emphasis on critical thinking. I think most other box curriculums don't emphasize that. They may include it, but I don't think it's emphasized. When I look at our weekly schedule from Timberdoodle, it's like critical thinking has like this big old column. So these are just games. We have Mantis, which we have played and really like. We have Seaside, which is new, haven't tried. These are again from their 2nd grade level. We have Smart Dog and Horse Academy. And again, these are ones that he gets to play. Like these are games, like he's excited about. And then we do have one with a workbook, which is critical critical and creative thinking. Every day of the week he gets to, you know, like Monday he'll do this, Tuesday he'll do this, you know, Wednesday he'll play this kind of thing. So, oh my gosh, are we done? I hope that wasn't long. Okay, so thank you for checking us out if you stuck around this long. I appreciate it. Like the video if you liked anything we have, or please share if you've used any of this, if you used BookShark, Timberdoodle, the All About Reading. There's so much, like I said. I truly, truly have a greater appreciation for all you homeschool mamas and all the teachers out there who have this times like 25 or whatever for all their students. So, okay, well, thank you again. And oh yeah, Mikeson told me, like and subscribe to our channel, and we will try to maybe make these videos on a more regular basis, but we're so busy, I doubt it, but maybe. Okay, thank you so much.